if I put myself in that lineup with Julius Randle and what's the guard,
Emmanuel Quickly.
Yeah, I like him.
Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett. On and on and on. Hey, man, we can do something special, right? Because that's what guys want to see. Yes. If I put Montana with those guys, can we make a run for the championship? And then that guy, I talk another guy into coming, right? And that's how it gets started. But Julius Randle, I think
1.
guys
Hey, Magic, chill, Magic, chill. Look, we don't. I know, bruh. We don't even gotta go there though. You feel what I'm saying? People gonna want to come to New York. I know that. I know. Look, I'm done. Episode number 199 of the Left Hand Labs podcast, live right now. One episode away from 200. One episode away from 200. All right, 200 is gonna be next week. I gotta do something for that, but that's crazy. Episode 199. If you're listening, make sure you rate and review on the iTunes podcast app. Subscribe to the YouTube and like the joint and all that. And follow the podcast as well as the shop on all social media at Shop Heirlooms. ShopHeirlooms, right? I'm done convincing cats or arguing cats about the Knicks. I'm done. Look, it's other stuff to talk about. It's the playoffs. We're gonna talk about all that, but I'm done. If you tell me Mitchell Robinson ass, you know what I'm gonna say? You right. RJ Barrett ass, you know what I'm gonna say? You right. Nobody coming to the Knicks, you know what I'm gonna say? You right. Because everybody before the season expected us to win 10 games and to be in the lottery, right? Look what we did. Look what the Hawks are doing. The Hawks are in the Eastern Conference Finals. Every game was like we were in every game against them. We could have beaten them. But we not gonna go there. We just not gonna go there. I'ma just say you right. The draft is coming. The lottery. We're not in the lottery, so the draft is coming. Free agency coming. Trades is coming. We got ammunition. Got $59 million in cap space. That's all I'm gonna say. Simple. But episode 199. Who got number 99? Michael Jordan on NBA Live 1995 when they couldn't have his name in there, or 1990, whatever live that was. So this is the Michael Jordan in NBA Live number 99 episode. We really almost at 200. That's crazy. But we got to talk about the Sixers. Who you heard me come on here and tell y'all the truth about the Sixers. Y'all heard me tell the truth. A lot of people on Twitter, they don't know what's going on. They don't know why Ben Simmons is playing like how he is. They don't really know what's shaking. So I'm gonna explain that to you and what the Sixers got to do and what they could have done, which we all know what it is, but we'll talk about it. So shame on them. We got to talk about Kevin Durant, who is still a hoe in my eyes. He always will be because of what he did. But this is how you redeem yourself. But the wholeness don't get erased. We just got to remember that. But we'll talk about that. The Suns. It's something that's more important than the play on the court that we got to talk about with the Suns. And that's it. We got some playoffs to talk about for real. So let's get the let's get the sponsors out the way, and then we get into this episode. And P.S. that Juneteenth was crazy. I know a lot of people that listen to the pod. You probably was there. I hope you had some success getting some legs, because it was mad legs out there. Like, it was insane. And if you didn't, it's okay. You could try again next year. Or you could try again tomorrow or today. The legs everywhere. I'm just letting you know that they everywhere now. I hope my phone is not causing it to be it's causing it to be staticky and all that. But okay, let's get the sponsors out the way, and then we get into it. This podcast is sponsored by Shop Heirlooms Premier Vintage Goods and Memorabilia. You can follow the shop as well as the podcast on all social media at Shop Heirlooms, ShopHeirlooms. I'm telling you, once we get 700 followers on Twitter, I'm dropping 50% off codes like water, you heard? So follow the shop and the podcast on Twitter for sure. Instagram too. but you probably already on the gram. Get to Twitter. We need to get the 7,000 people on Instagram over to Twitter somehow, some way. But hey, look, people was in the Juneteenth. Sometimes you ain't have nothing to wear. You feel what I'm saying? It looked like y'all ain't had nothing to wear. You gotta have something to wear when you going out and about all crazy. That's why you gotta come by the shop. Grab one of them Malcolm X tees. It's only 2 more left, I think. That's it. When they gone, they gone. I'm just saying. Stop playing around. If you F around, then come on, let's get real. And if you can't make it down to the shop, you can always go hit the website, www.shopheirlooms.store. Next day shipping on every order, unless you order on Saturday. Post office closed on Sunday, so you got to wait till Monday. And that's it. Intro music, we're about to play that now. I got to find it first, and then we could get into this episode. Intro music right here.
I used to blow me a big fine L and watch a whole lot of basketball and Seinfeld. Aside from my fish scale clientele, there are a few things I know as well as basketball and Seinfeld. 40 carat phrases, 40's parrots. Mimic the style, you get embarrassed. Ditch the filthy habits. In a limousine, every limousine covered in supply fabrics. Still wreaking havoc for them cash that will rob you for your pack. Back when Robert Pack was a maverick who had chicks to give wavy wop. It's not trading cards when I see your shorty gave me tops. Teeth look like chiclets, big and white like Rick Smith's. I'm at my Travis best. The rest is average at best, and this that land bias in its purest form. Word is Bon Jovi, word is song. If you don't recognize it, you'll respond. Catch a bigger bullet than George Marathon. Ric Flair with the chops, and they thought he's gonna flop. Finally back on the top. I already made it to the finals playing with Sagana Job.
Oh, I was texting. I almost by mistake played the rest of the joint. Shout out to Drew. That's my guy. I'm sorry if it's too dark and you can't see me that well. You can see the light is yellow on the Beats headphones. It means they need new batteries. I gotta get new headphones because these shits I had them since like 2000 and like 10 or 11. They shout out to the Beats for making a good quality headphone, but these shits is finito. But let's get into what's going on with the Sixers. That's the first thing that we got to talk about. Did I apologize if it's too dark? Yeah, if it's too dark because I can't turn the light on. It's too hot. I got the fan on. It's an AC over there, but I gotta go clean it and all that and get it functional so it could be cool in the shop. But let's talk about the Sixers. First things first. The first thing that we got to talk about, because it's only a couple issues. First thing first. You motherfuckers could have had James Hard Times. You said no because they asked for Matisse Thybulle and Tyrese Maxey or something like whatever the fuck they asked for. You was supposed to send it. Stupid idiot. Daryl Morey is Daryl Morey the one? He's the GM of the Sixers now. Daryl Morey? If you turn that down, what an idiot. What an idiot. Every team looks like an idiot that didn't take James Harden. And the Nets, he just was hurt. So ignore the fact that he was hurt, please. He was on grade 2 hamstring sprain. The man wasn't able to hoop. But you could have had James Harden, forgetting and got Ben Simmons out of there. I'm just going to start with that. And I just want every Sixers fan to remember that. You could have had James Harden. You really could have had number 13, Hard Times. 30, 10, that guy. But, okay. Ben Simmons. We got to talk about Ben Simmons. Now, I'm going to start with this. I saw Ben Simmons play in high school, right? At his Mount Verde, whatever school he went to, whatever. I think it was Mount Verde. And it was a tournament. It's always a tournament at King. Well, it used to be before the Rona. It was a tournament at King. All the best schools and stuff played. Benedict's, my alma mater, Roselle Catholic, Pats, all the good schools. You feel me? From over here, from everywhere. And Ben Simmons played one game. Tall as hell. Very tall. Does not hold on. I gotta find out what year this was. Hold on. My bad. I had to respond to a text actually. Why was I lying to y'all saying I gotta find out a year? What was the reason I lied for just now? That was a lie. I was texting. Excuse me. But I watched Ben Simmons play when he was in high school, right? The nigga was the least. He was number one in the world, in the country, number one rated high school prospect. He was not elite at all. I saw nothing. I left the game like, is he really the number one? Why? How? He didn't do nothing. He wasn't doing nothing. I've seen J.R. Smith play in high school. J.R. went to my high school. I seen him play. That was like, yo, he belongs in the NBA. He wasn't number one player, and it was, oh my God. I've seen players die. Look at Briscoe. I've seen Kyrie. I've seen Boogie Cousins in high school. I've seen a million great players, and they looked like they belonged in the NBA. Ben Simmons didn't look like none of them. He refuses to shoot the ball. Zero field goals attempted in the last fourth quarters, or is it 4 or 3? 0 field goals attempted. He doesn't even try to score. He had 5 points. Now look, I'm gonna break it down for the people that don't really know basketball that well. When you got a player with no perimeter game, he can ill in transition. But when you got somebody with no perimeter game, he's not going to be able to handle the ball, beat you off the dribble, get a jump shot. He's not a threat to score. Same thing with Greek, in my opinion, in the half court. It's difficult if you have a big man like Embiid who has to really get. Now, if you notice, and Shaq and them say, yo, Embiid shoots so many threes and this, that, and the third. He got to be out on the perimeter because you can't have Ben Simmons and Embiid down in the post. So they let Ben Simmons, they switch it kind of. And Ben Simmons is not really the point guard in the half court because he's not at the top of the key making nothing happen. He's down in the post and he got to create from the post. And Embiid got to be at the 18-foot to 3-point range, and he got to go and triple threat. And that's why I give Embiid so much credit. And I don't put nothing on Embiid. This man meniscus was torn. He still was putting 30 on people's heads. He was doing everything he had to do. And he's not even getting the ball from the post where it would be easy for him. And he could just face or where he could face up. Know what I mean? Please. It's very different. He doesn't deserve any blame. It's Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons does not care about basketball at all. He has no. I really think that's just what it is. Because you've been in the league for a while now. You even had a year off. You were supposed to come and work on your game and be able to shoot the ball or something. Zion really don't got nothing for you on the perimeter, but he'll get the ball and make shit happen. He just gonna go. Ben Simmons don't even do that. He can pass. Excellent passer, excellent defender, great in transition. You got to be. It has to be built. A team has to be built around Ben Simmons. It's very simple. You got a team. You have. If he would have went to Houston, and they just put everybody around him, shit would have been gravy. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe that would have worked out. But anything less, no good. And you got to choose now between him and Embiid. Embiid meniscus is torn. People are scared. Please just get some. If you trade Ben Simmons and you go get a lot of hitters, I'm telling you, the Sixers will be fine. Ben Simmons got to go someplace else. Sixers is never going to work. As long as it's him and Embiid, it's never going to work. Just because the man never worked, he doesn't care about his game. He don't care about basketball. I really feel that way. $177 million. He would have been gone. You could have had number 13 in there. Just remember, you could have had number 13. Hard Times was there for the taking. Just remember that. Anybody that liked the Sixers, remember, Hard Times. Check the messages. Nobody send the messages because everybody know I'm right. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is. Now, Doc Rivers, they asked him, yo, you feel like he could be a starting point guard on the championship team? You know what he said? I don't know about that. I don't know the answer to that right now. And that tell you everything you need to know. It's not Doc Rivers' fault. It's not Embiid's fault. It's Murray's fault for not trading Ben Simmons' ass. Whatever the price was, still would have kept Tobias, all that. And it's Ben Simmons' fault because it just can't work. Because he doesn't have a basketball game. He can't even be on the floor. Hack a Ben. If it could be hack a guard or a wing, son, that's relax. It's just bad. It's just bad. It's just bad for business. For everybody. On everybody's behalf. It's bad. Trae Young, on the other hand, we were talking about this earlier. Yesterday, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the game type shit. I miss doing shit like that. That was fun. But great players raise their level of play in the playoffs. Trae Young is a great basketball player. That trade, I stamped it on Twitter. That trade, Luka for Trae Young, it was even. It was even. I don't think Trae Young is better than Luka, but look what Trae Young is doing, son. Look where he is. This is insane. It's insanity. It doesn't make any sense. And shout out to Nate McMillan and shout out to Trae Young. He was shooting bad yesterday too, and then all of a sudden, floaters is going in, jump shots is going in, dimes, everything. He is a special player, one of the best point guards in the NBA right now. Shout out to the Hawks. They beat us. We spit on them and all that. He still was getting buckets, but they wasn't cooking us like that. We really could have beat them. We really could have beaten them. I just want y'all to understand that. And we would have beat the Sixers too, because we play fence. We play fence. It is what it is. We play fence. Now, on the other side, you got the Phoenix Suns, who actually won. No, matter of fact, why we switch? No, we're not going to skip over the East. Let's stay in the East. Kevin Durant, who we know is a hoe, and when he made the decision he made, we was like, why are we getting upset? It was a classic moment on the pod. Why are we getting upset? Hoes choose. You feel what I'm saying? Hoes do what they do. And he chose, and that's why he chose the Nets. He tried to play us. Come on. It is what it is. But Bobby was hurt. Hard Times was hurt. He had no help, and that man was putting 40 and 50. 40 and 50 up there. Insane. Insanity. Crazy. And guess what happened? They lost. They shouldn't have lost. Joe Harris disappeared. Hard Times really couldn't help. It was not. They lost to the Bucks. But I really think next year, they're gonna win the championship if everybody stays healthy. This is gonna be like that year with the Heat, where they lost the first round. I keep looking because the text messages keep popping up, and I want to respond, but I can't. The group chat is going insane right now. But they're gonna win a championship. The Bucks are not better than them. The Bucks. They're probably if the Hawks beat the Bucks, bro, I don't think it's gonna happen. Drew Holiday was big. Greek does his center thing. Everybody always, you think Greek is ass? He's so. And I'm saying he's not skilled. He's not good. He's just big. He does stuff that bigs do. But late in the game, what happens? You go to Chris Middleton. You go to Drew Holiday. That's just what happens. It is what it is. It's nothing that y'all can argue. If you watch, you'll see. It's simple. Greek is giving the ball up and he's setting screens and diving to the basket. But it was a great series. It was a great game. The last game went to overtime. KD hit that shot. He just was tired. I didn't expect KD to be like this again. Shout out to him. I gotta give him his just due. He's still a hodo, for real. Now, Phoenix Suns. I love how Phoenix Suns, I swear the last thing I was reading what he said. The Phoenix Suns fans keep knocking people fucking unconscious at the games, and I really fuck with it. Suns, I fuck with it, Suns. I really do. Y'all illin', y'all killing, and y'all fucking punching people in the face. And the Suns won without Cliff. Devin Booker, another player, he raised his game. When he was scoring 70 and they was losing and all that, people was like, well, I was like, bruh, he doing that because they asked. He the only person scoring, this, that, and the third. Now he raising his level of play. He's insane. And if they beat the Clippers, they're good from being down 0-2. I really think Kawhi going to come back, though, and they're going to beat them. But we'll see what happens. But I know the Bucks, I can't wait for the first game for Bucks-Hawks, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen when Cliff Paul come back. And I think Kawhi is going to come back. But this is fire. I love the playoffs. Playoffs is amazing. And shout out to the Phoenix Suns fans. But if you made it this far, shout out to you for listening. Shout out to me for keeping you entertained. Episode number 199. Don't go nowhere. Let's look at the Jason Burke tweet of the week so we can get the fuck out of here. It's very hot, and I gotta do what I gotta do with this air conditioner because I'm very hot and I can't sit here with these fucking headphones on. Where's Jason Burke? Why is my search shit not coming up? Jason Burke name supposed to be right there. Is there something wrong with the internet? Wi-Fi is the worst. Don't get Optimum. Optimum Wi-Fi, no good. Oops, I spelled Burke wrong. Oh, come on, Twitter, bro. Damn. I know Jason Burke dropped some knowledge for cats. Here. Jason Burke. Well, I guess the Jason Burke tweet of the week don't want to work. But just make sure that you rate and review on the iTunes podcast app. Subscribe to the YouTube. Like the video. Follow the Shop and Podcast on all social media at Shop Heirlooms. SHOPHERLLOOMS.